Alright, so today's question of the day comes from James Gonato. James asks, do you think it is okay to be in the Navy at the same time, be married, and I am worried that I am not going to be with my wife in my first duty station. So James, let me share with you my personal opinions and views, and anybody else that applies to this if you're married or if you have a relationship in some way. So James, in my opinion, right, when you are married at the same time you're in a relationship and you put that in combination, it is going to be definitely difficult, and it's going to be challenging. And to give you an example, when I was in A school, my instructor was a retired senior chief. He joined the military at 18 and he was married at the same time and also had a child. And he served for 20 years, and also he was an instructor for about 20 years also. So he served for a very long time, and he was sharing his story one day, and he said, I called my wife every single day at lunchtime as far as I could remember for our whole marriage. But I remember when I was, 40 years ago, when I went on those 9 months deployments, it was very challenging because we didn't have cell phones back then. We had, our form of communication was by snail mail. And he said, I know a lot of people that when their relationship, when we went on 9 months deployment, when their relationship, their marriage was put to the test, some of these people, their relationship didn't last. But for me, it was challenging, it was difficult, but by the end, it made our relationship that much stronger. And the reason why I share this with you and I share his story with you is to tell you that when you're in the military, it's definitely going to be put to the test. Okay? It's definitely going to be put to the test. And it's not easy. I wouldn't personally know because I'm not married, but from what I can see, it's not that easy. Okay? And to not think so, then you would be foolish. Okay? And even now, I've been in the military for about 10 months. I know at least 4 people that have been divorced 3 times. I know one person that is 18 years young, and is divorced. 18 and divorced. Already. 18 and divorced. Less than a year in the military, they got married. At the same time, within 5 months, they got divorced. Some people think like a marriage is like you're yourself and you're marrying the other person. And it's like 2 people relationship, marriage, and that is not the case. That is not the case. And if you think so, then you will be foolish. Okay? Marriage, it's much more of a complicated and difficult process than people think. And people think it's so easy and willy-nilly. That's why America has the biggest divorce rate, and especially among military members. But anyway, that's aside from the point. And so what I want you to think about if you have a relationship, if you have a marriage, is the fact that realize and understand and know and prepare yourself ahead of time and talk about it with your spouse ahead of time and talk about how you can deal with this. For example, let's say you go on 6 months deployment or 9 months deployment and you couldn't communicate with your spouse at all, not even once on those 9 months deployment. Just imagine if that will be the case for you. Find out how you're going to prepare yourself today to deal with that. Okay? Prepare for tomorrow today. That's what Jim Rohn says. All right? So those are my thoughts and opinion for today. So thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great Navy day.